1. Describe an intelligent person that you know. My intelligent father. Introduction. When it comes to an intelligent person that I know, the first person that springs to my mind is my father. He is currently working as a data analyst and an enterprise system expert. If my memory serves me right, he has always been my wise guide and a perfect role model since I was a young child. Story. Regarding his appearance, my dad is a middle-aged man who always maintains a very fit and healthy body because he exercises every single morning. Personality-wise, I think he is the whole package. Not only is he highly knowledgeable about modern technology, but he is also an exceptionally kind-hearted and cheerful person who always brings pure entertainment to our family. The main reason why I think he is so intelligent is that he is a literal bookworm who possesses a wealth of knowledge. Whenever I face a difficult school project or struggle with complex English exercises, he always encourages me to hit the books first and then helps me brainstorm brilliant ideas. Furthermore, his sharp mind and great problem-solving skills at work always surprise me. He genuinely exudes creativity in everything he does. Opinion. All in all, I deeply admire my father and hold him in high esteem. I feel exceptionally lucky to have him in my life because he not only helps me improve my studies, but also always makes me feel heard and loved. My life would be quite tedious without his wisdom and guidance.
2. Describe a person who usually has interesting ideas. A friend with interesting ideas. Introduction and how you know her, who this person is and how you know him/her. When it comes to a person who usually has interesting ideas, the first person that springs to my mind is my best friend, She is my classmate at school, and if my memory serves me right, we have been sitting next to each other since the beginning of 8th grade. We quickly became bosom friends because we share a lot of common interests. What she does, what this person does. As a student, Mai is not only an academic bookworm who always hits the books before exams, but she is also the leader of our school's photography and arts club. She is a very outgoing and cheerful girl, which makes her the life and soul of the party whenever our class organizes outdoor activities. Why her ideas are interesting, and explain why you think her ideas are interesting. The main reason why I find her ideas so fascinating is that she literally exudes creativity. Whenever our teacher assigns a difficult group project, Mai always brainstorms the most unique topics. For instance, for our last English presentation, she came up with a brilliant idea to design an interactive game show instead of doing a tedious slideshow. During our teamwork, she never dominates the conversation. Instead, she always gives the floor to me to share my thoughts and genuinely makes me feel heard. Her innovative thinking always helps our team finish everything with flying colors. Conclusion. Opinion. All in all, I deeply admire Mai for her sharp mind and endless inspiration. I feel exceptionally lucky to have her as my teammate and friend, because her interesting ideas always challenge me to think outside the box.
3. Describe a person who you like to work with. A person I like to study with. Introduction and how you met this person, who this person is and how you met. When it comes to a person who I truly like to study and work with, the first person that springs to my mind is my classmate, Mai. If my memory serves me right, I first met her on the very first day of 8th grade when our teacher randomly assigned us to sit next to each other. How long you have known him/her? Up to now, we have known each other for nearly a year. Although we were a bit quiet at the beginning, we quickly found out that we shared a lot of common interests and became bosom friends who support each other in almost all school subjects. Why you want to work with him/her, and explain why you want to work with him/her. There are several reasons why Mai is my absolute favorite study partner. Firstly, she is a very reliable and dedicated teammate. Whenever we have a heavy workload or complex assignments in math or English, she always encourages me to hit the books together. Secondly, she is incredibly supportive and knows how to cooperate with others. During our group discussions, she never dominates. Instead, she always gives the floor to me to voice my opinions and genuinely makes me feel heard. Thanks to her sharp mind and our great teamwork, we always finish our presentation projects with flying colors. Conclusion. All in all, I think highly of Mai as a perfect academic partner. Studying with her not only helps me improve my grades, but also makes the whole learning process much more exciting and never tedious.
4. describe a person who is very good at a foreign language. A person good at a foreign language. Who this person is and how you know this person. When it comes to a person who is exceptionally good at a foreign language, the first person that springs to my mind is my best friend and study partner, Mai. As I mentioned before, we are classmates in 8th grade and became bosom friends after sharing a lot of school presentation projects together. What language this person speaks and how often they speak it. The foreign language that Mai speaks fluently is English. Since English is a crucial global communication tool, she practices it every single day. She speaks it during our English classes, uses it to chat with foreign friends on social media platforms, and always communicates in English with me whenever we hit the books together on the weekend. And explain why you say they speak it well. The main reason why I say she speaks it so well is that she possesses an incredibly natural pronunciation and a wide range of vocabulary. To be frank, she is a literal bookworm who has a wealth of knowledge, which allows her to voice her opinions on complex topics effortlessly. Although English can be challenging for many students, Mai always speaks it with immense confidence. Every time she delivers an English presentation, her smooth flow and engaging accent completely captivate the whole class, helping our team finish the assignments with flying colors. Conclusion. All in all, I deeply admire Mai and consider her a perfect role model for my language learning journey. Seeing how well she speaks English motivates me to step out of my shell and improve my own speaking skills day by day.
5. Describe a polite person that you know. A polite person. Who he is and how you know him. When it comes to a polite person that I know, the first person that springs to my mind is my father. If my memory serves me right, he has always been my wise guide and a perfect role model since I was a young child, teaching me important lessons about social etiquette and behavior. What he looks like. Regarding his appearance, my dad is a middle-aged man who always maintains a very fit and healthy body because he exercises every single morning. On top of that, he is an exceptionally well-dressed person. Whether he goes to work or just attends a casual family gathering, he always chooses neat and appropriate outfits, which shows great respect for the people around him. And why you think he is polite? The main reason why I consider my father a truly polite person is his considerate and respectful attitude toward everyone. He always uses a gentle voice and never loses his temper, even when facing stressful situations. When communicating with elders, he listens with deep attention, and when talking to me, he never dominates the conversation. Instead, he always gives the floor to me and genuinely makes me feel heard. Furthermore, he is highly sympathetic and always ready to support those living on a tight budget. His refined manners and kind heart always earn the respect of everyone in our neighborhood. Conclusion. All in all, I deeply admire my father and hold him in high esteem. Learning from his polite behavior has helped me step out of my shell and become a better person day by day.
6. Describe a person who looked after you as a child. Today, I'm going to talk about my grandfather, who looked after me when I was a child. Currently, he is 83 years old, and he lives with my parents in Tuan Quang, my hometown. Firstly, my grandfather is a wise and knowledgeable man. He traveled extensively during his youth. I know he faced various difficulties, so he possesses a wealth of stories and valuable experiences to tell me. His life lessons and tales always completely captivate me. In addition, he has a very kind and gentle personality and is exceptionally considerate of others. When I was a child, my parents were very busy with their work, so I often stayed at home with him. He spent hours caring for and playing with his granddaughter. I really enjoyed playing with him because he has a great sense of humor. His jokes always make me burst into laughter. Finally, he is very kind-hearted and generous. He spends a lot of time participating in volunteer activities, such as local environmental projects or helping underprivileged children. He was a perfect role model for me as I grew up, and even now, I still deeply admire him and hold him in high esteem. I hope that one day, when I have my own children and grandchildren, I can look after them just as well as my grandfather did for me.
7. Describe a person you admire. A person I deeply admire. Who this person is and how long have you known him her? When it comes to a person who I truly admire, the first person that springs to my mind is my father. Since he is my dad, I have known him for my entire life. Throughout my upbringing, he has always been my wise guide, my supporter, and a perfect role model that I look up to every day. What qualities she has? Regarding his qualities, I must say that my father is the whole package. Firstly, he is highly knowledgeable and sharp-minded, because he is a literal bookworm who possesses a wealth of knowledge about modern technology and life. Secondly, he has a very kind and gentle personality. He is exceptionally considerate and never loses his temper, even when facing stressful situations. On top of that, my dad has a great sense of humor, and his funny jokes always make our family weekend bright and cheerful. And explain why you admire him her so much. Conclusion. The main reason why I hold my father in high esteem is that he always makes me feel heard and loved. Whenever I struggle with difficult school projects or English exercises, he never dominates. Instead, he always gives the floor to me to voice my opinions and helps me brainstorm brilliant ideas. Thanks to his constant encouragement, I have stepped out of my shell and become much more confident. All in all, I deeply admire my father, and I hope to become a successful and wise person just like him in the future.